Welcome back. Look around the region currently. Good amount of that sunshine, temperatures, plenty of that heat. Mid-80s for most of us currently, and not a whole lot of that wind going on to try and help us beat the heat, but at least that wind is generally out of the north right now. Again, radar quiet. If you look closely off to the south, might be cut off some of your screens. It's not a big deal. A couple of small showers down that way. We're not concerned about them impacting us at this time. We shouldn't see any rain as we go through the remainder of your Wednesday. Keeping it very warm through this evening with temperatures in those mid-80s, not into the 70s till after 8 p.m., and not into the 60s until almost midnight for us. In fact, by midnight, there might still be a few spots in the low 70s. Eventually, though, down to the low 60s around the region. That wind variable and light overnight tonight. Don't think we're going to see any fog, as things are going to be a little drier than last night. The cool spots will be into the upper 50s. For Site the Sparta at 58, you got Abbeville and Cordele at 63, along with Soperton. Those are going to be the warm spots as we get into our Thursday, at least for the morning. Now, as for the afternoon tomorrow, it's going to be a blazer, all right? Plenty of sun early. We'll get those cloud fields to fill in during the afternoon, and a chance for a shower or a thunderstorm in the evening and overnight. I like our rain odds a lot more as we get into our Friday afternoon and evening. It'll be a little cooler as well, thanks to that added cloud cover. Should be more back to the mid-80s Friday and low 80s for us as we go throughout our Saturday. Might even be a couple spots Saturday afternoon that are sitting in the upper 70s for the highs. But it is because it's going to be a cloudy day and also a little on the muggy side. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at middle Georgia. Again, plenty of that heat staying with us through this evening. By midnight or so, still a couple of upper 70s, or excuse me, upper 60s, low 70s. We're going to be in those low 60s out the door tomorrow morning. Plenty of sun early, scatter clouds in the afternoon. I'm not very bullish on rain moving in around lunchtime. It'll probably start to arrive a little bit later in the evening, and it should not be anywhere near this widespread. This is looking almost 30 to 40%. I've got us tagged at 10% tomorrow and 40% on Friday. I almost feel like the rain prediction for this model is for what it's showing for our Thursday and what it is showing for our Friday should be flipped. It is not being aggressive at all in terms of our Friday rain odds. It's not even being very aggressive on cloud cover. There will still be some pockets of sunshine on Friday, but it should be a mostly cloudy day. It's going to be a little cooler out there, but we are going to be seeing more aggressive rain odds. Most certainly more aggressive than what is being depicted on your screen right now. So before we get to that rain, we got to get through the hottest day of the week. UV index tomorrow is a 9. We're seeing burn time about 15 minutes. So spend time outdoors. Make sure to wear that sunscreen and stay hydrated. Making sure to get a lot of water in you. Very important as things are getting hot. Grass pollen is still the main culprit, but trees not completely gone as of yet. They're finishing up their final stages of blooming. 89 for our high tomorrow. That wind out of the south-southeast around 5 miles per hour with a mix of sun and cumulus clouds. And I do expect a few more spots to be in the 90s tomorrow, including McCraig, which got to 91 today. Your extended forecast is coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. Pretty hot forecast overall. We do get a little bit of a break as we go into the weekend thanks to that increase in those rain chances. But next week, most certainly going to feel almost like June out there as we get to those 90s potentially by Tuesday in some spots.